In the mighty Colosseum of Rome, where lions roared and steel clashed, where emperors cheered and citizens threw roses soaked in blood, lived an unusual gladiator named Felix, a gladiator who refused to fight. He wasn't tall, he wasn't strong. He didn't have scars or golden armor like the others. In fact, he wore a helmet too big for his head, sandals that squeaked, and he carried a wooden sword named Stickus. The crowd mocked him. Felix the Feather. Felix the Fraidy Cat. He wouldn't fight a chicken if it pecked his foot, but Felix didn't mind. You see, Felix believed violence wasn't always the answer, even in a world that celebrated it. He'd rather bake bread, play the lute, or juggle oranges than slice someone's ear off. Unfortunately, he was bought by a greedy lanista, gladiator trainer, named Brutus Maximus, who only cared about winning matches and gold coins. One day, Emperor Domitian announced a grand festival, a tournament of champions. The finest warriors from all corners of the empire shall battle. The last gladiator standing shall earn their freedom and 1,000 gold denarii. Brutus rubbed his hands. Felix, you're up. If you survive, I'm rich. But I don't want to fight, Felix protested. Brutus laughed. Then dance your way out of the arena. Match 1. The Barbarian from Gaul. The crowd cheered as a massive, shirtless warrior charged into the arena, swinging 2 axes and growling like a bear. Felix stumbled in, waving nervously. The barbarian raised an axe. Felix shouted, "Wait, do you like juggling?" The barbarian blinked. "What?" Felix juggled 3 rocks mid-fight. The barbarian was mesmerized. The crowd laughed. Then, bonk! Felix accidentally tossed a rock into the barbarian's head. He fainted. Felix won. By accident. Match 2. The Fire Twins of Carthage. 2 flame-wielding sisters famous for their dance-like combat entered next. Felix slipped on olive oil just as they attacked, causing the twins to trip, spin, and crash into each other. Victory for Felix, again, by accident. Match 3. The Royal Tiger, a tiger. Huge, furious. Hungry, Felix trembled. He threw his wooden sword aside. "I'm not fighting you, friend." The tiger paused. Felix knelt and opened his satchel. "Would you like some fish?" The tiger sniffed, then licked his face like a kitten. The crowd went wild. They didn't want blood anymore. They wanted Felix. He was now Felix the funny, Felix the kind, Felix the unlikely hero. The final round. Felix versus Brutus. Maximus Brutus, furious at being upstaged, stormed the arena himself. "Enough. I'll show Rome what a real fighter looks like." He swung a heavy sword. Felix ducked. He threw a loaf of bread. Brutus slipped. He tripped over a helmet. He fell into a barrel of wine. Cowed. The emperor stood, laughing so hard he dropped his crown. "Felix," Domitian declared, "you've given us more joy than 10 wars. You are free. And from this day forward, no man shall be forced to fight in the arena. Let the Colosseum also be a place of art, fun, and games." Years later, Felix opened the School of Silly Gladiators, where retired warriors taught children juggling, dancing, storytelling, and kindness. Even the tiger, named Fishface, taught naps and stretching. Felix's wooden sword, Stickus, was placed in the Colosseum Museum with an engraving, "He won hearts, not battles." Moral of the story. True courage isn't always shown by fighting. It's shown by staying true to yourself in a world that wants you to be someone else.